Alright guys, here is the final version of this CaseLabs Mercury S8. It was called Project Red. There's a video in my on my channel, but I did a bunch of upgrades to it, and I'm very happy with how it turned out now. So I basically switched the entire cooling system over to EK. The bits power, like the reservoirs and stuff, they're all good, but they just don't scream quality quite like the EK stuff does. Their fittings do, but like the reservoir, I feel like the EK stuff is far better quality, even though it's made out. It's just got the looks of it. So it's basically a Mercury S8. It's got 3 radiators in it. It's got 2 EK 360s up top, and it's got 1 240 in the front. And it's basically it's got the MSI titanium motherboard. It's got an Intel i7-6700K. I kind of went with the more industrial look, so I used more fittings, which I think turned out spectacular. It just adds a little bit extra to it, especially the silver shining bits power fittings. So I'll just take you on a quick tour. So I did get my hands on some of this Corsair Dominator Platinum Special Edition, which fit the build perfectly because they're all chrome, and they got the lights on top. They were kind of expensive, but I don't know. Once you start spending, you know, $350 on a processor and $650 per graphics card, you know, it's all relative. So, yeah, the monoblock, I do love the monoblock. I don't think I'll ever buy another motherboard that doesn't have a monoblock supported. It's just super easy. You ain't got to worry about VRM temps or nothing like that. It's all just water cooled along with the processor. I did sleeve all the fan cables myself with the MDPC, the 24-pin, 8-pin, and the graphics cards, and the SATA. I did buy them from Ice Mods. I wasn't quite comfortable with learning how to do the custom for the power supply myself quite yet. I think at some point I'll probably start doing it once I learn how to do it. I'm just too afraid to do it myself and then have something short out or something. So I opted to just get it professionally done. The guys at Ice Mods are from Iceland. It was about $200 for the 24-pin, the 8-pin CPU, and then if you can see the 2 8-pins for the 1080s. They just turned out spectacular. It kind of just adds a whole nother element to that. Like all the fan extensions and stuff I did myself. These 2 here, I'm not really happy with them, so I might end up redoing them. They just don't they don't sit how I really want them to. But all the supplies that I bought from mine, I got from Mod 1, which is a spin-off company of CaseLabs. It's super easy. They ship it out so fast. It's kind of ridiculous. So, alright, so we got the 6700K, the MSI Titanium. The RAM is the Corsair Dominator Platinum Special Edition Chrome, which are, I think, cast latency 14, 3200 megahertz. All the fans are the EK F4 Vardar 120s. These things are super quiet. I've got 9 fans. I got the fan control set up, and you can just barely hear it hum. I mean, it's kind of amazing to me. So we'll take you on a quick tour, and the blocks are all EK. I mean, everything's EK except the fittings. The tubing, it is the Primo Chill because I had the fittings for them already, so I stayed with that. I did add another fan to the front of here. I kind of like it full up, even though there's only a 240. I kind of like the look of the third fan in there instead of having just a bunch of slotted venting in there with nothing there. It adds a little bit extra to it. And then you can see kind of through the window, which I like. You can see the SATA cables, which were done by Ice Mods. And then if I can move this PC over, just bear with me 1 second, you can get a good look at this side. And it does have two, and there's another sign over here that I did, and then the Hue Plus is under here, along with two 840 Evos. They're both 512 gigabyte, whatever they are. And then these cables I thought turned out really good. What I did on the connectors to the power and hard drive and all that stuff, what I did was I got them through the sleeving, and then I looked in the book to see how they went, and then I super glued them together in the order they needed to be, and then I just put the shrinking over the tops of them. It worked out fantastic. Yeah, there's also two 950 M.2s. They're both 256 gigabyte. Again, these are just a clear acrylic EK GTX 1080s. You can see that right there. My last EK blocks were the black ones, but honestly, I kind of like to see the cooling through there. I think it looks cool and adds a little bit extra to it. You can see the 6 fans up top. And the one thing with this radiator, with the reservoir, that I really super like is that EK, they think of everything here. Let me see if I can get a good shot of it for you. Sorry for the camera work. I'm just doing this on my phone. But they make a mount, you can kind of see it, that'll hook up to any 120 millimeter fan. And it just makes it so much easier just mounting this wherever. You ain't gotta block a whole radiator really to put it on there. And then once you put the reservoir on top of the reservoir on top of a radiator, then you got such tight bends getting from the reservoir to the radiator. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I got some extensions there which kind of straightened everything out. It was just a couple quick easy 90-degree bends. My last one, I didn't use as many fittings, and it was such a pain in the ass just trying to get it all lined up and stuff. So it kind of worked out because I like the looks of this better anyhow, with the extra fittings and extensions. And yeah, so hope you liked the video. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you think. The only other thing is I wasn't sure if the white and the silver, they all go pretty good together, and the cables, I was thinking about maybe dyeing the white maybe a different color. So if you think a different color would look better, this is the EK Pastel White, which is basically just the Mayhem's Pastel White rebottled with EK's logo on it. And it does have a Hue Plus, which I did put some on the bottom of the case to kind of give it the glow. Yeah, and that's about it. There's probably like 5 or 6 strips of LEDs all hooked up through there. So yeah, just let me know what you think in the comments. All right, we'll talk to you later, guys.